So this is my wrap-up video for the first 4 weeks of my e-learning portfolio. What I wanted to talk today about is the language model for mathematics and how it's affected my learning and how I now understand more so the stages that we have to teach maths. Before we started this unit, I kind of just considered that you taught 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. Obviously not a maths teacher, I don't know 2 plus 2. But I found it extremely interesting how there is stages and how that in a way can make teaching maths a lot quicker. I think we were all in classes where we felt like we weren't learning anything, we're just repeating the same thing over and over again. And I think maybe what puts people off using the language models is that they think it's going to take a long time. But when you think about it, it probably actually will take a lot less time because once it's been taught, you don't have to keep going back and explaining it to the other children in the class because you're building up rather than just jumping in and hoping that they can all memorize the facts. So we've done the 4 basic, we've done addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and they're all quite related to each other. Addition and subtraction are obviously opposites, and so are division and multiplication. But then again, multiplication is repeated addition and division can be repeated subtraction. So they're all important, and they're also important in different, there's no maths you can do where you don't use the 4 basic, I'm not sure what to call them, 4 basic signs, algebra, even something like trigonometry, you always need to use them. And the thing we use the most in everyday life. This does make it easier because you can relate it back for children a lot better, rather than it being something abstract like algebra. It's something that you can make quite concrete and easy to understand. So I think definitely in my classroom situations I'm going to use the language model because it makes sense to me, and it makes sense that we want to teach children what they know first and build upon that. This also means that as a teacher I have to be quite adaptive. Each class I teach, I will teach in a completely different way because you're there to get outcomes. The syllabus doesn't say how to get there, it just says you have to get to the outcomes. So I'm going to change up my teaching so that each class gets taught the way that is best for them rather than what I've done year in and year out. I also wanted to talk about how I found the textbook quite useful and what I want to do in the future. In the next couple of weeks I want to start reading more resources. I've noticed with my referencing list I'm very much sticking to the lectures and the textbook, and that's good because obviously it means I'm getting a lot from them, but I want to sort of read outside of that area more and understand more perspectives of it. I'm also finding it quite hard at times to find resources that are good. Some, for example, I think it was subtraction. If I heard takeaway one more time, and we're always learning that not to say takeaway, so you also have to be quite considered with the resources that you find and that you use in your classroom. I also want to start building up my knowledge about how to reflect and starting to use some higher order reflection and maybe thinking of a different way to format my reflections so that it's more succinct and clear to see what I'm saying. So they're my goals in the next couple of weeks, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye!